Yo, what is going on, fun? Thanks so much for tuning in today. My name is Desline, and in this video we'll be continuing with the conservation restaurant. And specifically in this episode we're going to be focusing on the final decorations, which includes the planters on the side of the building and also the restroom and the keeper's hut, which will be very close to the entrance of the new enclosure that we'll be creating in the future. So sit back, relax, and we're gonna jump straight into the video. So final decoration time it is. We've started working on this conservation restaurant a long time ago, and today will be the day that we're going to be finishing it in the YouTube video. And therefore, the final decorations will still need to be placed, and those will mainly be on the side of the building which we are currently working on in the video. So they'll be on the side where the decorational entrance for the restaurant will be. This will not be used by guests, more decoration, so that the side of the building kind of serves a purpose. It's more for like a path system on the side, so eventually that will lead to a possible viewing area for the guests. Because there are a couple ideas that I still have in mind. We go over that as well real quick. It's nothing like really to do with the decorations, but on the other side of the restaurant, there is some sort of like a balcony or a patio of sorts. Originally, that was planned out to have tables as well for the guests to use whenever they go inside the restaurant and order their meals and drinks. But unfortunately, I didn't really map it out right in the beginning. So that patio slash balcony thingy is actually too far away from the restaurant. So I'm not able to combine the two together. So there's like a circle around the restaurant. So whenever you place it, you'll be able to like link tables and benches to the restaurant, which will guests teleport to whenever they enter the restaurant building and order something. But that patio is like too far away and outside of that circle. So I'm not able to select it and therefore not able to combine it. So those like benches will be deleted and not be there whatsoever. But we can still maybe, if that's possible at least, still turn that into some sort of a viewing area for the guests, because we will be placing a barrier gate for the staff members on the side that we are currently working on. So later down in the video, you'll see an extra section being placed on the side of the restaurant building itself, and those will be housing the restroom and also the keeper's hut for the staff members to make the food for the animals, which is like for now still undecided on which animal that's going to be, because I'm not really sure yet how that area is going to be like functioning whenever we place this building in the actual zoo. Because as always, this is still the zoo where we will not have like any guests, where we will not have any animals, like nothing of the sorts. It's only to make blueprints, and then we'll be placing it in the actual zoo where we've been working on since the start of the series, and also the start of the YouTube channel actually. So it's still out there and still need to be think about like what will be the wisest and the smartest to do, and what functions. That's going to be the main and most important thing, of course. For the building that we're going to be placing later in this video on the side of the restaurant, which will house the restroom and the staff or the keeper's hut, that is. It is a building that we've used before. If you can still remember the videos from the fallow deer enclosure and also the staff room house, greenhouse building, there is a building there which also houses a restroom, and that is like right beside the fallow deer enclosure. That building will be used in this one as well. That's more of like the styling, and I personally really like that building for like a restroom, and it just like fitted perfectly in the area of this restaurant. Some modifications will be made though, because that building from the fallow deer enclosure only houses the restroom and not the keeper's hut. So we're kind of duplicating that building that we used before into two. And then one building will still house the restroom, and then the second building will be housing the keeper's hut for the staff members. We'll be placing that together, combine it into one group, and that will be the final addition pretty much to the restaurant. And right beside those two buildings, we'll be placing the gate that will lead to the future enclosure that we still have to decide which animal will be occupying that enclosure. So more that in the far future, because again, I do not have any idea what we're going to do with that yet. So that's still something that we need to think about. Also for the future, in terms of videos, you may have noticed that the intros and everything is like a little bit different from this video and also the previous one. Just like wanted to like test out what will sort of work nicely, because I do want to try to make the videos a bit more professional in a way. So it's like a bit more like interesting to watch, especially in like the beginning of the video. Like of course these sections of the videos will be the speed build itself, so I'm not really able to change a whole lot there, I think. But especially like the intro will be something that I want to at least experience with. So for this video it was a little bit different as well. And if it like fits out perfectly and nicely, then we'll definitely be using that in the future too. But in terms of content for the next couple of videos, because the restaurant itself after this video will be finished, so we'll not be pretty much like going back to this until we are deciding which enclosure will be added to this. But we're going back to a previous build that we started on, and also some videos ago. That is the new entrance for the conservation area. So it was that sort of freaky build that we used from like a Pinterest post. And we'll be able to add that to the video right now. And there, we got like some inspiration on a entrance that we decided to make. And that entrance is still there. And every now and then in these videos, from like the restaurant, for example, you will be able to like see it partially in the background, like here and there. And we're going to be continuing with that building. So because the entrance building will be, of course, the main section of this area, because that's where the guests enter the zoo itself, we decided to add a enclosure to that building. So as of now, we have the black-tailed prairie dog there. That is like in the live streams on Twitch, that is, because we are a little bit like further along with those builds. So of course, good moment to add that I stream live over on Twitch. So if you haven't already, feel free to click the link in the description down below, which will redirect you to the Twitch channel. And from there, you'll be able to see the live streams and also the builds from Planet Zoo live. So if you have any questions or just want to see how these builds are created, then feel free to go to the Twitch channel itself and check out a future live stream. It'd be great to have you there, of course. But over there we already have the enclosure pretty much built and also finished, I would say. And that is for the black-tailed prairie dog. It has an indoor section and also an outdoor section. Still a little bit like finicking around in terms of space that they're able to use. Because as of now it still has the okay requirements, but I'm not entirely sure how that's going to be affected whenever we have more prairie dogs in there. Because in the beginning, whenever we were making that enclosure, we only had one prairie dog walking about. So we'll have to like wait and see how that sort of turns out. Maybe whenever we get to that point and place the building in the zoo, some more testing will be done, and maybe we're also able to add a other section to the enclosure. Like, we'll see. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet, but there'll be something for future issues, that is, or issue solving, I should say. But a enclosure will be made inside the building and also partially outside. And more focusing on the outside, that is, we're going to be making a big plaza. You may have seen a couple screenshots already on Twitter where we made already some progress on the matter. And of course also some thingies here and there on Instagram, etc. But we'll be making a pretty hefty plaza with some big decorational pieces as well. It took some time to create all that, so it's once again a little bit finicky, but the end result as what we have going as like right now, it's a pretty darn nice plaza, I should say. And they'll be focused on in the next couple of episodes. We're gonna go back to the entrance and then make the plaza. And then after that, we'll have another build already going along. But it's still a little bit too early in terms of the YouTube video. So for now, I will leave it at that with future videos. But I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this video. Hopefully you will enjoy the remaining of the speed build. And also, hopefully I will see you all in a future live stream over on Twitch. And as a whole, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in these videos, also following along with the progress that we've made on the restaurant building, but also the previous builds that we've done in the conservation area, which is the shop, for example. That is also a finished build that we've done for the conservation area. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and also following along with the progress that we've made so far. It's much appreciated to see everyone joining into these videos and checking them out. Like, really means a lot. So thank you all so much. But for now, thank you all once again. I will see you all later in a future live stream over on Twitch and otherwise in a future video over here on YouTube. Feel free to follow along on the other socials as well, which will be linked in the description down below. And I will see you all later. So stay safe. Thanks again. See you all later. Bye bye.